Alright, so I'm doing an extra credit video. So the first question is, when thinking about interpersonal, small group, and public speaking, which is more important? Well, I think interpersonal is important. I mean, small group and public speaking is important because you're speaking and you're talking to groups or you're talking to a whole group of people. But I really think interpersonal is the most important because, you know, you're really you're just talking to you and someone else, and it's just personal. It's more than a group or to speak to a public. To speak interpersonal, I think that's the most important one to focus on. I mean, you need interpersonal communication to be able to speak in a small group and public speaking. To accomplish your goals as a communicator or to follow ethical standards. Well, I think the big thing is, you need to follow ethical standards. I mean, I think they both, you need to accomplish your goals as a communicator, but in the same thing, you really need to be able to you have to have ethics and standards in those ethics to be able to be a communicator. So I kind of think it's, ethical standards comes first and communication works into it. So to be a good communicator, you have to have these standards. If you had to bend the truth, omit an unpleasant idea, or lie to accomplish your goal, would you do it and why? Well, I think depending on what you're trying to do. I mean, it depends on what the lie is accomplished, the goal is being accomplished. Like, if you're trying to go out for the night, then obviously not. Like, if you're like, oh, my homework's all done, but it's really not, and you still have a big project, that's not necessary. I think if your goal is, if you're bending the truth, if you work at a company and, you're not really at the place yet where you want your investors and all those people to, to be at, but you're almost there, I think that kind of thing is okay to bend the truth or, kind of lie to them. When is it acceptable to bend ethical standards and why, or why not? I really don't think it is to bend ethical standards, because I think ethics is the basis of everything that we do. So I think to bend that and, it's just not acceptable. I mean, I really think, ethics, communication, all that, it all connects together. And if you're bending these ethics, then it's, obviously there's something wrong with the communication that you've been learning. Alright, that's all.